Hey dolls, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share my page, share my video. But today I'm doing like a short girl talk. I'm probably ain't gonna post nothing but like 2 times today because I'm not feeling too good. My stomach keep hurting, it's making me mad. But anyways, today's girl talk, I'm basically gonna be talking about be a woman who has sense of self. What I mean by sense of self is like self-respect, self-love, self-discipline, self-confidence, so on and so forth. Because if you don't have no sense of self, especially as a woman, it's just not a good look. Because let me give you an example of something I'm dealing with. Well, something that I see often. So if you see like this goes for having self-respect. Have respect for yourself enough to not just be seen with anybody or posted up with anybody or just shouting out anybody on your page or just letting anybody around you, because like a woman with self-respect, she's going to wait until her and whoever this person is, whether it's somebody that she's dealing with on a romantic level or a friendship level, whoever it is, she gonna make sure she done known them for a while before she just go out in public with them and be seen with them, so on and so forth. Like, you really got to carry yourself like you a celebrity, because you can't just be to the point where you just being posted up with anybody or letting just anybody in your space, because that just shows that you don't have no self-love or no self-respect. Because a woman with self-love and self-respect is not just going to let just anybody in her space. She's going to look at the person who's trying to come into her life and she's going to be like, let me ask them a couple questions first to see where they're at. Let me ask them a couple questions first to see where they're at mentally before I just let them around me. That's what a woman with standards is going to do. She's going to ask you, what do you bring to the table? How are you going to benefit in my life? What are your goals? Where are you heading in life? Where do you see yourself being in 10 years? She's going to ask questions like that. Those are some of the questions that I ask before I even get close to anybody, or when somebody's trying to come and make their presence known in my life. And unless I've known you for a while, I don't mean just a couple days or a couple weeks or a couple months. No, I really have to know you for a while to be seen out somewhere with you or be posted up with you or something, or post you on my page. I have to know you for a while to be able to do that. Reason why is because I have standards and I have boundaries, and one of my boundaries is do not just be seen with anybody anywhere. You don't just, one thing you can't do as a woman, you can't just be any and everywhere. Like, you gotta let that's a part of being private and being exclusive. You can't just be seen anywhere with anybody, because your absence has to be known too. Like, that's what makes your presence powerful, is when you're not just seen anywhere with anybody at all times. Like, say if you know a girl who always is at this one place every single Friday and she never skips a Friday because it's somewhere that she chooses to be at. Of course you're going to go there and you're going to expect her to be there, because I mean, she's there every Friday, versus wondering and having that, how do I say it? Having that wonder if she's going to be there today and hoping that she will, because you enjoy her presence. And you get there, sometimes she is there, sometimes she's not there. That's the woman whose presence is going to be valued more than the woman who's there every single day. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part of having a sense of self. Like, know how to carry yourself around certain situations, around certain things, in friendships and relationships, with people, with coworkers, whatever it may be. Learn how to carry yourself and learn that your presence is extremely valuable. And anybody who can't see that, cut them off. Like I always say on this page, you don't need to have nobody around you that's just like, oh, she just always going to be around, or he just always going to be around. No. Let it be known that you're exclusive without saying too much, because know that you're the baddest, but you don't got to walk around saying that you're the baddest. Know that you're the baddest in your head, and let it show through your action. Let it show through your aura, your presence, your energy. When you really love yourself, it's really going to show. So let it be known that way. But have a sense of self, because one thing I can't stand seeing is a person with no sense of self. A person that does not value their self. Like, and that was an example of what I mean by don't value yourself. Because if you can just meet somebody in a couple days and be like posting with them in just a couple days or shouting them out in just a couple days, something is wrong with you. Because you should not give that person such an easy pass. They have to get close to you first. They have to get to know you first. They have to get like this with you first before they get posted or before they get seen with you anywhere. You cannot go out like a clown like that. I consider people like that low value people. Y'all know one thing about me, I hate low value people. I do not like low value people at all, and I stay away from them. Do not be a low value person. Every time you're about to make a decision, ask yourself, what would the highest version of myself do? How would the highest version of myself handle this? Like, say if you got a group of people hating on you, or matter of fact, I'm gonna use my situation for example. Say if you get mad about something that you should not be getting mad about, that you should not even be worried about because you got bigger things to focus on. I have to look at myself in the mirror and I have to ask myself, how would the highest version of myself handle this? And I answer through the highest version of myself. The highest version of myself would not worry about this situation because the highest version of myself is focused on what's important, not focused on this low value situation that these people have going on, because that's them. That's not on me, that's on them. The highest version of myself will continue to live my beautiful life and continue to fulfill myself and focus on myself and my goals, not the BS that's trying to come in and trying to disturb my peace. And the highest value of myself, the highest version of myself will move on from this situation, know that it's not even that deep to begin with, continue to love myself, continue to elevate my life, continue to do what I'm doing. Like, that's what I want y'all to start doing. When something happens in your life, or when you meet somebody, or when you come in any situation at all, whether it be school, work, family, whatever it is, ask yourself before you make any decision or before you even respond, how would the highest version of myself respond? How would the highest version of myself handle this situation? How would the highest version of myself go about this, and that? How would the highest version of myself carry themselves? And answer through the highest version of self. That's something that I done learned. So make sure you're doing that, because one thing I don't want my subscribers doing, if you watch me and if you subscribe to me, one thing I don't want y'all doing is going out like a low value person. Because if I see something that I don't like, of course I'm going to speak on it, and I'm going to make sure don't none of y'all go out like that. Because what I'm seeing around me, I find, my bad y'all, my camera had cut off, but anyways, I was saying what I'm seeing around me right now I find disgusting, because it's low value. Like, you have to carry yourself as high value as you can as a woman. Be the most high value woman that you can possibly be. Be the most high value queen that you could possibly be. Carry yourself like a queen. And one thing a queen is not going to do that I see a lot is just let anybody in their circle. And another thing I noticed, when you dealing with somebody, this is what you're going to run into when you carry yourself as a queen. But it is okay, because you don't have to settle for nothing. Never settle for nothing that is not something that you would settle for life. Don't ever settle. Always want to improve with every single last thing, person or whatever it may be. Always want to improve, never settle. But one thing that I've realized is that when you carry yourself so high value, you will have so many people that's jealous of you, and people will be so jealous of you, whether it's a male or a female. They'll be so jealous of you to the point they try and just destroy you. Those type of people you got to get away from. And let me tell you something, what happens when you get away from those type of people. They will run to the weaker person. They will run to the weaker person. Whether it be people that don't like you, whether it be another person trying to replace you. Let me tell you something. Don't you ever worry about that, because they're lost. They're lost. And it's their loss also, because they lost a good person. My bad. They lost a good person. So don't worry about them. But they're lost. They're lost in the head, because they're trying to find somewhere to call home, because they can't be alone. They don't like their self. They can't be alone. They have to run to the weaker person, because one thing about the weaker person, they don't have nearly as much going on as you. They ain't going to be jealous of the weaker person. They're going to be jealous of you, because you're above their level, and they know that. That's why they're going to run to the weaker person and make it seem like the weaker person is just the whole territory. Whole time they're not. So don't even worry about that. Let them run to the weaker person. Let them cherish that weaker person, so on and so forth. Because let me tell you something, karma don't never miss. But anyways, I just want to get up here and say that please make sure you always carry yourself like a queen. And please make sure you always carry yourself extremely high value. Always ask yourself, what would the highest version of myself do? Don't ever settle. Don't ever be a low version of yourself. Don't ever decrease yourself for nobody or nothing. By all means, stand your ground when it comes to your worth. Stand your ground when it comes to you. And forget everybody else who don't like it. Forget the past people. We don't claim no past people over here at all. We don't even know them no more. After their little trial is up, we don't know them no more. Anyways, make sure you stand on business when it comes to you. That's something I'm big on when it comes to my little YouTube family. Make sure y'all stand on business when it comes to y'all. But anyways, that's it for my girl talk. I'll be posting a maintenance video because I'm about to start getting ready for school tomorrow. I'm about to post a maintenance video soon. It might be uploaded tomorrow or either like very late tonight, because y'all, when I tell y'all I'm gatekeeping my looks, I'm gatekeeping my looks. But anyways, I'll be posting more videos soon. Make sure y'all stay tuned and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stand on business. And I will see y'all next time.